security guard rarely encountered problems at the five-star resort. "Senor," the guard said, "is there a problem?" He spoke in English, but it seemed limited. "No hay problema. Todo está bien. Voy a arreglar esta situación." Cain rattled off, perfectly trilling the R's, the way his Spanish teacher had taught him. Senora Lana would be proud, he thought. She always told me my Spanish would come in handy someday, but she probably never imagined it would be to calm an angry prostitute. Cain's conversational Spanish had also come in handy as a naval officer flying P-3 airplanes for counter-drug operations after 9/11. That was a time when the American government was waging war on narco-terrorism throughout Central and South America. He'd grown up speaking Cajun French with his parents, but Spanish was a lot more useful these days. The woman continued arguing with Cain, switching back to Spanish for the security guard's benefit. "No está bien. Ese cabrón me debe dinero." Watching them interact, Cain sensed that the security guard knew the senorita. Cain overheard her mentioning the president, and that's when he interjected. He had to. "I already told you. I will take care of this." He walked toward Tom's room and knocked on the door. There was no answer. He knocked louder. "He's a liar. Mentiroso. I know he's in there," she yelled. Cain reached into his pocket. Wrong pocket, he thought, as he felt the steel of the Sig Sauer pistol. He fished for his BlackBerry in the other pocket. When he found it, he thumbed his password and telephoned his partner. He even placed his ear to the door and could hear the faint tune of Tom's smooth Latin ringtone. Tom had changed it during their flight down. Tom didn't pick up, and eventually the call went to voicemail. Cain tried to turn the door handle, but it was locked. He looked at the upset woman and the security guard. He shrugged his shoulders. "I'm sorry, but nobody answered." The prostitute became more enraged. "Voy a llamar la policía. La policía! Police!" she threatened. "I want to file a police report, now." The guard was sympathetic to the senorita's threats to involve the police. He was muttering something about how the American officials invaded the hotel like locusts and acted as if they owned the place. They were speaking Spanish faster than Cain could follow, but he picked up keywords and understood their body language. The guard unclipped his radio from his belt and keyed the mic. "Necesito el gerente. Ahora, por favor." The security guard had urgently requested the hotel manager. It wasn't the first time this manager had been called because of an agent's actions. How's he going to respond this time? Cain wondered. Chapter 2. The hotel manager, with every strand of his jet-black hair perfectly in place, rounded the corner and approached in his charcoal suit. 2 additional security guards flanked him. Tomcat ain't skating out of this one. Cain returned to Tom's door. He knocked much louder this time. No response from inside the room. He redialed his colleague, but still no answer. "I've got to do something before this blows up and the police are called. This situation is escalating quickly and is about to get way out of hand." Cain knew he would have to deal with Tom later. It wasn't the first time he had covered for his partner during an overseas trip. Tomcat's antics were an annoyance and distraction from the real reason they were here, to provide maximum protection for the American president. The manager extended his hand, which Cain shook. "This lady is very distraught. She claims your friend owes her $600. Sir, I have no idea what happened between her and my colleague. She would like to file a police report," he added. Cain grimaced. Prostitution was legal and regulated here, but this was still poor PR. "I know this much. It won't look good for the hotel or the Secret Service if we involve the police." The manager signaled his agreement with a slow nod. "I don't have $600, Cain said, "but I will pay the lady."